Okay, so what else is happening in this room? So this led to the thing, right? Yes, where I put the code in, and then it turned out to be a surprise book, an entire historical document. Filling out my deck, so like we might be pretty late in the game. This might be the final or penultimate episode or something. I'm wondering how many loose ends there were to follow up on. You. That's the same painting again. Have I been in this room before? Oh wait. Oh, I have. Yeah, I have been in this room before. Yeah, only briefly though. So there maybe isn't that much more to explore in this room. The diverter tower. Orion's vines. Yeah, that's the inversion bit where one is on, the other one's off. We have a bit more context for some of that stuff. Let's do Island 6 VT. We know about that keyhole. Okay. Here I mistakenly thought I had a room to explore again. But it's mainly just the fact that that computer had progressed. What? Yeah, this thing reactivated these thingies. The Volk cabinet components, sun position, location, and temperature. Whoops. Accidentally stopped my recording. Pressed the wrong hotkey. I pressed my stop recording hotkey instead of my take a screenshot hotkey. These sensors. What are these? Does this correlate with the thingy? You? Da-da-da. Sun position, left, instead of, yeah, the dot is the sun position. Location, however that is denoted. Temperature. Okay. Activation available. Can I interact with these now? Am I supposed to go to the Volk cabinets and click on them? So that's a note saying to read the journal that I just found. So now we know where that is at least. I'm not afraid to admit that I am somewhat needing the objective screen to parse some of this. Locate electromagnetic charge for the sensors inside the heater chamber. Is that the obstructing item that's in the way also? Because that's apparently a thing. Find out a way to operate the bunker teleportation system in order to trap the small X. Find the secret porter to escape Neyyah. Okay, so we've mostly done everything here. I'm back here. Oops. Fast travel. And here's these guys. So these are just how that's transferred. I don't do anything here. So we might be done there. And I can't really walk around in this space. Four colors again. Big emphasis on 4 here. And I haven't drained this water, and I probably don't. I think that's just an inaccessible part of the island. Where am I going to take the shielded Pyota for? Fazaltian cleanse. How do they be cleaning things? Have I been over there before? So that's the old gun tower over there? That's the water tank, so I went over here to the cavern entrance. Have I been to the old gun tower before? I feel like I've never been there. Here's one of the teleport spots. That's a portal I can't really approach. Have I been through here with the ability to read these? The cleansing of the Pyota. Oh, well, that's relevant. How do you cleanse the Pyota? The four of them. Circular room, portal. That looks like this room. It's got these plants. Is that the Filitsu plant? The Pelska vine, maybe? It's got suckers or tentacles, almost looks like. Florian flower. Plasma for Florian petals. The dome is infested with Pelska vines. Are they Pelska vines? Yeah, what am I looking at? Is that the same plant? The green crystal does feature the part where it's a portal on a stand in the middle of a big room with green crystal beneath it. Do you go there to cleanse a Pelska? Pyota? The creation of the Pyota. 4 locations, 4 people. The deliverance of the Pyota. Can't help but think that they were always English-speaking humans, because we can all somehow speak the same language. And that old soldier that was one of their people wrote a journal in English, and also their entire language apparently just translates from English directly. It's just different letters for some reason. The harvesting of the Pyota. That's when they bring it up from the ocean via the elevator, the levitator. To talk about cleansing. Can I go down to the pit? Can I repair anything in this area? Can I interact with anything in the entire room? Spacebar reveals not. I might just be screwed because the bridge is out. Nothing else is hiding around here. When I activate this... Takes a little while. Where does this take me? Oh yeah, that is currently that version of the place. I was wondering, so does this part of my teleporting system just always know where to take me between the two other options? Like, is it powered by... I guess it must be powered by the portal, right? Why is there this dead end down here? Like, can I reach the vines and then just, like, heal it via the... I don't know if the vines are related at all. Definitely coming at us. They're growing. Hello. Oh. Well. Can I click on it? Anywhere? They seem non-interactive. Okay, so there are 4 of these somewhere then, huh? Salt. Shielded Pyota. I don't see a lock anywhere. Nothing on spacebar. Okay, that's not a good sign. So there's 4 of these somewhere. Do these indicate anything about it? Do these have colors? I don't think this has location data. Not sure if anything about this is usable. I do now know what pod 2 means. This is 2 is a hook that opens to the right. So this is pod 2. So the blue one of these is disconnected in some way, where it's all gooped up. Do I know where that is anymore? Do I remember how to find that? It's like a dedicated tower just to that mechanic of them measuring those things. And I don't know if I'd be able to find that place again easily. What with the giant game? Why'd that happen? Huh. Definitely been through here before, so that was surprising. I don't remember what this is at all. What's up here? Oh, this is what told me the numbers. Interestingly, cannot actually look at the button. I assume I already pressed it, though. Yeah, there's so many little, like, one-off towers to keep track of. I genuinely forget they exist. And then I get to the room and I'm like, oh yeah, this place. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm fine. But the life of being a scream sneezer. I've lost the thread a little bit on whether or not there's any more to do with you. Are you... Can I press the button? Like, are we fully connected to both Station 1 and 2 now? I should maybe save, because something about what I'm going to do is going to cause an alarm to happen at some point, and when that alarm happens, then the baddie's going to show up and I have to be ready to trap him. And if I think once I think the point of no return is causing that alarm, at which point you have to have already trapped him. This just never opens. Why don't I have the key for this? Or have I opened it before? Am I crazy? Didn't I get the Niyelda activation console key from the safe and then open that door? Did they take the safe key away from me and then close it forever? I could have sworn that that's the key I needed for that. It seems unkind to take the key away and lock it forever if that is what happened, because then you're like confused trying to review which stuff is fully functional or not, and you can't look at the computer screens that are locked behind the cabinets. But I definitely got a key out of a safe and used it somewhere. Elevator's active. Did we get the clamps? I thought these two buildings were going to be the clamps. The clamps might be powered by something else. We activated the cameras, which you for some reason activate from here, even though the cameras exist somewhere else. And they're absorbed from somewhere else. So everything has like a daisy chain of like 3 or 4 buildings involved in every process. Huh, so I can't really do anything in this entire zone. Do I need to review the computers that are in the actual heater zone? Will one of those indicate what I'm still trying to do? I'm also supposed to try to find an electromagnetic pulse, apparently. Let me review these computers too. I know this is probably getting a little repetitive, but I'm like, I'm notoriously bad at keeping track of information that's no longer in front of me. So I do not have an infinite memory for what state things are in around me. That's just a reminder that both those things are active. So we might have no more interactions we can do in this entire part of the world, which would potentially indicate that I need to then go to this area and figure out what buttons I can play with here. This is the other half of that. What? So it clearly moved at some point. The elevator is lowered. Hi. So we did it. This was like one of the primary goals we've had this whole time. Does one of these ladders let me interact with it? Hi. Spores can be sent via workers to the Neyyah heater chamber through the entry chute located here. The Shruki portal is located to use to transfer the spores to another worker at an exit chute, which is constructed at the Talita portal. So you put them in here and they come out over there. It will be inactive until spore harvest is imminent. Is it not imminent? The thing is here. Can I put it in myself? Huh. Locate an electromagnetic charge for the sensors inside the heater chamber on the Ashka pools. So it might be that the charge is anywhere in the entire game, and that that it's for here, which is different from finding it here. Is this ladder going up separately? Kind of, but it looks like you can't interact with it. It's separate from this ladder going down. Is there an interaction tied to this thing? Maybe this is when you press the button? That hasn't seemed to do anything yet? Oh, it doesn't open. Wait, what? What? Can I still walk around? Yeah. I can't open the door anymore or press the button anymore. Did I permanently do it now? Did I win? Oh. There's a shark in here. Did I just scare the shark away? It said it's great when a plan works out. Was my goal to get rid of the sharks? Because I think it was. The sharks are bad for the harvest. Is the idea that there were sharks in here and I just scared it away by activating the shield? It like makes a field where they don't want to be in here, I guess. I feel like the plant has changed, right? So I assume the shark shield was less of a literal energy shield and more like a thing that deters them and makes them swim away. Yeah, the charge was just that button that I've been trying to press the whole game. So I guess we got further along that it now actually works. Or specifically I had to wait until the shark showed up, then press the button to get them rid of them. Alright, so find out how to operate the bunker teleportation system in order to trap Smolex. Find a secret portal to escape Neyyah. I guess give me a minute to read through these steps again and see if I can parse that part. So I think this might be what they mean by cleansing, because we know that the Pelskas They harvest the Pyotas from deep in the ocean, and then they do a ritual somewhere around here where they bring chemicals into their body and then process that in some way that prepares the Pyotas. Oh, I forgot that opens. Oh yeah. I was looking at this like an episode ago, and I got fixated on this apparent thing that was like a keyhole. I forgot that this is a freaking openable door in addition to being able zoomable. Alright, god, what was happening with this thing? So we put this fuel thing in it. So I guess that's probably what we use for the gas to transfer it. What's this thing say again? Oh! Bellatron activation code. Is this related to these guys? That's location data. Don't know about those ones. Does that count as constellation data? I don't think even that counts as that, no. This is time of day, location, and temperature. That's location. That's a constellation code, and that's their language. It's like I need some kind of context for... Let's do route data. Oldvik Tower. Is it tied to these four? Do I have the information for the Bellatron code? Woof. Camera inactive. Spore pump delivery. It's supposed to be automatic once the spore delivery starts. I get rid of these ones that say no camera signal because these are in fact on now. And we've finished that part, I believe. I believe we finished this. These are my numbers. These are just ways of teleporting around, which I think are kind of not important, actually. There's kind of all around the map. If nothing else, they're all chronicled in that one book. This is the portal I take to get to this temple, so that's already active. Is this a hint on how to get one of the things, maybe? It could be. This is technically just some text. That might be a thing. There are so many portal spots. I suppose we've used these now, so it's probably something we're done with. Trying to simplify my notes here. There's my other guy. There's another one of these ones, the one I've used the most, actually. 4231. I don't know if this is a 4231 location. I think that was mainly for the previous spot. Okay, by now we have in fact finished the binocular quest, so that's something I can get rid of. That's also a binocular quest. There's so many of these spots. I don't really know how useful these portal spots are in any given playthrough. Unless I'm supposed to be like, oh, I'll check them all out at the end. So the triangles that I found so far are the downward pointing one and the upward pointing one. That is up, right? Yeah. So this could be a hint about where one of the remaining ones is. Although I don't know what that part is for necessarily. This was a mystery for so long, and ultimately it's probably not going to be helpful or interesting or useful. This is a downward pointing triangle on a little puck. Why? It does appear to be a little screw on the end, isn't it? But it didn't let me take it with me, so I couldn't like put it in. Oh man, where was that? Where was that broken elevator? There was that one time I took a portal to an alternate approach to, I think, the dome. And then the elevator didn't work? I think I still don't have like a new replacement button for it or anything. Huh. Sorry, I just randomly thought about something that hasn't come up in 100 years. Yeah, this just says to get a cart fuse, basically, which we've done that a million years ago. Yeah, so this is the Flitsu Dome, and alongside it is an elevator, and that elevator goes up to Station 4? When do I ever engage with the idea that the Flitsu Dome rotates? I feel like that hasn't come up either. Gold button elevator activation. This feels like a big, complicated system involved in a puzzle, but I don't know how to play with time. I don't know. Is it ever going to come up? I'm wondering if I was ever supposed to find the ability to open that, I was ever supposed to figure out how to open the elevator. Niyelda portal pump. If my means of traveling to Bellatron Temple from Niyelda portal were severed, I'm not sure how easy it would be to get back there. And if Smolix discovered what lay beyond the temple's high walls and blue glowing mass of the gigantic Florian flowers, the Bellatron machine must remain hidden. I've devised a new holster for keeping detachable pump pipeline stable. While the Niyelda portal tank is either being drained or filled, unfortunately, any further developments have come to a grinding halt. The Heart of Vizelta. Just keeps the pump line stable while it's being drained or filled. I feel like I never did anything with this door. I feel like it just opened. I don't remember. There's a weird little meter on this door, which I've been wondering about. With these numbers here, it's just indicating how full the room is with water, maybe? In the example photo, it's blue, but whenever I get there, it's empty. It might have been like that when I first found it. It might just be sort of an irrelevant detail. At this point, I don't think I get to open boarded doors. Okay. Bellatron symbol, Flitsu Island 6VT. So the symbol for Flitsu Island, the number 6 in the constellation thing, and then the letters VT. This is all achievable. And I remember none of it off the top of my head, but we'll get it. Flitsu Island is red. That's the starting area. I've had to come back to it enough that I should be able to remember that, I believe. Uh-oh. Ah. It's wrong symbol type. Okay, let's look for 6. What's 6? Of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is missing. Uh-huh. Okay. So they specifically removed 6 from the Constellation screen, and they removed Flitsu Island. So I remember... Because Flitsu Island is the arrival zone. And I remember specifically pointing out, if I remember correctly, I think that's what I said, that the arrival zone is the one that's missing here. So I don't know what that symbol is. Because the camera's dead, apparently. And because of my dependence on the glasses, I don't know what V and T look like. Okay, well at least I have a goal. I should be able to... Is this where I do... This might be where I fix the shielded Pyota. Either way, I've got to discover all those things. So let's look for text. Well, first of all... Oh yeah, no, this is easy. Bellatron, VT. So we don't have to look around for that one at all. Okay, so... The note says, yeah, Flitsu Island 6VT. So V is this one, right pointing, and then 3. VELIT, right pointing 1. Okay. How many symbols are there? So Y on the left, Y on the right, upside down A, flat. Okay, well then that's easy. Y on the left, Y on the right, that one, so it's the flat one. And then you can just spin this one, because it's the only remaining slot. Oh, I thought I was about to go on a journey. Hello. Man, I thought I was about to go on a whole ass journey until I realized that V and T are both in the word Bellatron. So you don't really have to translate the language overall. I think this is where you put the shielded Pyota. Yep. It's rumbling. The Mayora Pyota. Okay. Things to do before the processing initiation. The Mayora Pyota. I feel like I've seen this machine before and thought it was where I was supposed to put the last Pyota that was special. But it was wrong. Oh, we have all of it. We have it all filled in now. The Spore Docks. Bellatron Temple. Where's that beach? Oh yeah, that's when I go out at when I go through this vent, yeah. Old Factory Guard Tower. Nyashka. The Nyashka zone at the is like one of the main, maybe not. I'm trying to think of like what's the one that was missing for the longest. Old ammo bunker. Interesting, those are marked red right now. I think the game normally marks red wherever you last came from or something, but its relationship with your current location with all the teleporting and stuff can be maybe a little weird. This is the place that you can't reach because of the cave-in. Mostly this just tells you where you can go right now in this playthrough. Because a lot of the stuff seems to be updated for what we're actually going to encounter. Have I ever been in the abandoned mining worksite? They made this zone so huge. It has multiple nested sub-menus on some of them. Falitsu Island is where like half the game takes place, I think. Although maybe not lately. I'll review the objectives to see if it helps me out at all. The bunker teleportation system in order to trap small locks, yeah. No, I still need to figure out what's going on here. Where was the you, right? You. Yes. Right? That's the symbol, I believe. Yeah, okay. At the main hub. Oops. Not sure how I managed to do that. I believe this is a shortcut spot. Take me back to the hub world. Back to Gruntilda's lair. Alright. This tower I haven't been to for a bit. Maybe make a new save in case I accidentally start the ending. So I'm not always 100% clear on what I'm doing. And might do it by accident. Yep, and this is one of the places where you need the gas mask to continue. I think one of 2 locations? Maybe 3. Awaiting transportation tower signal transfer. So the left and right parts of this tower need to both come to here. This part should be finally this bit. Yep. Not how that works, though. Can't be that easy. Okay, talk to you. Niyashka spore required for completing successful teleportation. This is going to teleport into the ammunition bunker that's next to the Niyashka shrine. This is all set up, the electromagnetic charge. Are these the 2 halves then? Did I just change things for this? No. So there's 2 towers that both look the same, and they're in different places, and I need to make them both do something. But they're like similarly complicated looking in a way that makes them hard to tell apart from all the other buildings. So I'm like, what are those buildings? Are those? I think they're the buildings that are sometimes in a photo. I don't think I have a reference here necessarily, but sometimes when I'm at a terminal like this and I complete what's in it, the photo above it is like just a picture of one of those towers, I think. But I thought I'd completed 2 different tasks that had that image on them. I managed to secure camera signal codes within the transportation towers on Glorfiak Mines and Pinorvia Point. That's the 2 locations. And to remind you that the camera signals are all activated at Scarlita Towers. As you are aware, the transportation towers contain crucial keys to the activation of the Mayora gas system. I actually have the correct note photographed for once. At the Lodvik Tower on Nyashka's pools, and essentially activating the secret portal back to Olujay. So this is the secret portal, in case you require an alternate means of traveling home without a Jalud. Also, thank you for returning the old Taluke bullet cases to this room, and understanding an old fool's dream in wanting to restore a sense of peace to this desolate land. It did take a while to collect all the bullets, but alas, I got there in the end. Okay. So the codes are in the transportation towers on Glorfiak Mines and Pinorvia Point. So one of them is good and one of them is not good. And I try to tell them apart. Pinorvia Point is tiny, isn't it? Signal tower at Pinorvia Point. There's one in the mines, and there's one at Pinorvia Point, and one of them, something's wrong with one of them. Alright, we'll just have to double check both of them. I'm a fool. Oh, open the door, damn it. The towers look identical, but I believe... Yeah, left and right circles. And the left and right circles correlate with specific locations. Left and right circles. So the left circle is fine, the camera sector, but the right circle is not ready. The HQ lab sector. And the HQ lab sector should be the mine. So it's Glorfiak Mine is the one that... That's where my lab is. Glorfiak Mine is the one that specifically I need to fix. And that's not you. Is it you? No, it's the one right next to where I just came from, actually. Not you. No, I didn't mean to click on... How did it... I did not click inside the portal. I'm getting it up. Alright, so where is the signal tower here? I'm here. I don't see it. Is on the beach. Signal tower's off the beach. In the middle of the water. Which I can famously reach. I'm not sure what's going on here, but that would explain why I haven't found it at least. Oh. Hi. These cats are not seeming very dangerous so far. They seem to just be chill. Distant ocean. Is this good? Went up. What was this thing? Oh, yeah, that's probably it. Okay. Is this the 4 colors note? Red, blue, green, yellow? Portal activation code. Maybe you just have to do the same code twice. A little silly, but who cares? Oof. I think it was these last time, right? Now it's these ones. Okay, so red is the flat one. Oh. Can I not put the code in because there's no signal to that specific camera, so I can't input the combo? Is that why all these cameras are pointing at specific numbers? That's goofy. Okay. I also don't think I really know what these locations are called off the top of my head. Do I have a screenshot of like a key? That's the other symbols. I need these symbols. Okay. More convoluted this become. Let's see, don't really need you anymore. Okay. Constellation numbers. Yeah, we've solved this one. It's inputted. That's just literally a picture of a thing that's been solved now. Still working on this. You! Okay. I took a picture of one of these. Falitsu Island. Not Falitsu Island. Glorfiak Mines. Okay, this is the one that switches back and forth. It literally just came here, and I'm forgetting what the colors are again. The left side of the Y is Glorfiak Mines. I can solve this based on the fact that I know the other, I understand the other symbol, so... U. HQ lab sector is Glorfiak Mine, so the right one. So yellow. Yellow is... that one, right? Yeah. I already had it set to it, funnily enough. It is the right side, right? Did I flip it in my brain? The left side. Oops. Ha! Jesus. Okay, I guess I got it. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought I would have to fix the broken camera in order to make this combo work, so I was just trying to input the other ones. Okay, I guess I solved it. Signal status, destination Olujay, Jalud docking station, connection error, unable to retrieve signal from lab HQ portal, Jalud signal lost. Unhelpful. Let's see. Access settings. Switch to... oh, there we... yeah, right. That's what I did the other build at tower 2, is we switch it over to the other setting. Yep. So we're setting to Lodvig Tower, and then we go back to Lodvig Tower with this new update. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't able to do this code last time I came through here, but now I can. Alright, well that was relatively painless. Amusingly, the symbol I was thinking about is also like right here. Not there. There, right? There you are. There you are, little buddy. Huh. I definitely feel like I needed to solve that one a little bit more. I probably would have had to go out and locate one of the symbols, but I was just slightly moving things around, and the way the passwords work on the computers in this game, they immediately input the moment you happen to highlight the correct combination without asking for a confirmation. So sometimes you get a jump scare solution where you're genuinely startled that you even succeeded. Okay. I feel satisfied that I at least did take a moment to correctly identify which tower was broken instead of searching both of them. I was totally about to search the other one first, too. It's a good call, though. I have not thought about that tower in the mines for a while. And I've been spending a lot of time at the other place, the point. I've been there plenty lately. Alright, the Mayora gas system is activated. Location classified. These are all activated. Electromagnetic discharge thingy, which is the console right outside there. The lever works now. Scary laser. Those don't look aligned to me. If the laser's coming out of that nozzle, that doesn't look like it points at that. Bunker teleportation system console activated. Important Neyyah score acquired for completing system teleportation. Do I take the Neyyah spore to the Neyyah shrine for the ritual? That's a full spore. Does that count or not count? They might mean that I have to finish the process of doing the whole thing that I'm at right now with the big plant. That's the Neyyah. But what spore am I holding otherwise? Because I just got that off a desk. That was like a low stakes situation, honestly, from like practically the beginning of my playthrough at this point. The bunker teleportation system. I think the idea there is that we want to lure him into that abandoned ammo bunker and then teleport that away to trap him. I think that's what they mean by that bit. But I need to figure out where to go in a more in a more actionable sense. And I also need to finish drinking this matcha tea. Be right back.